All right, we've unwrapped the presents, we finished our big Christmas dinner. Now we have the leftovers that maybe for weeks to come even. Here to answer questions like how long can I keep these leftovers without getting sick, and general food safety tips. We have Sarah Talbot from the UK Extension. Always great to have you on, and this is a big one. You know, you cook the meal, no one gets sick. That's great. Now we've got the leftovers. You just have some general pointers for us. How to store the food safely to keep it around for, you know, a couple lunches and dinners for the next few days following Christmas.
Indeed.
Where do we start, though?
So where do we start? We always want to make sure that we have the correct container. So we want to use plastic containers, or we can use our freezer bags or our storage bags.
There are options.
There are different options for us. A lot of times, you know, years and years ago, people used to use mayonnaise jars or, you know, other things that food came in, and we don't really want to use those things.
So the Cool Whip thing, not the best?
No, we don't really want to use the Cool Whip thing. We don't want to use the mayonnaise jar. Putting glass in the freezer, there's always that chance that it'll expand and break.
Yes.
So we really don't want to do that.
We don't want that happening near our food, of course. Now, does it matter if the dish is a hot dish or a cold dish, and how do you sort that out?
Absolutely. So if it's a hot dish and a cold dish, a hot dish, you want it to cool before you put it in, and put it in your plastic bag or your container, zip it up, pop it, and then freeze it. Your leftovers, you can put it in the fridge or the freezer, which is really great. Foods we put in the fridge, we want to put them in, they're good for about 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
Foods in the freezer can last 3 to 4 months. They can actually last forever.
Yeah.
But keeping them in there forever, the taste can go away. The physical appearance of it may not be what it once
Freezer
was.
burn can have an effect on it too.
Absolutely,
But
indeed.
if you do put away, you know, a little bit of ham or maybe some turkey, and then come March and it's been in your freezer, you get a nice little Christmas dinner there in March.
Absolutely. So it could still be there in March if nobody's touched it. If it was that, you know, great and it's still there, that's wonderful. And anytime you reheat your leftovers, you want to reheat them to 165 degrees. So that'll kill any type of bacteria. And also a big thing to remember with your Christmas leftovers is, you know, we like to leave our food out for hours and hours and snack on it. But we really need to store our leftovers in about a 2-hour time frame after we're done eating. So we want to really look at doing that. The longer we have them out, the more likely they are to get bacteria on them.
And especially like a casserole or maybe a potato salad of some sort. I mean, that has mayonnaise in it.
Yes.
That is what our doc on call, Ryan Stan, calls the ticking time bomb.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we want to make sure to put those away right away once we're done eating them. And if we don't put them away, I think the best thing to do, sadly, is to throw them out. So it may be the best dish, but if we're not going to store it properly right away, we need to throw it away.
Now let's talk about reheating. Do you have any tips to maybe improve the quality of the food instead of just blasting it in the micro?
Well, one thing we can do to reheat is we want to cover it. And by covering it, that allows for all the heat to go through it evenly. And we want to put it in the center of the microwave as well. So also, if we're reheating soups or anything like that, we may want to thaw them out in the fridge first. So anything that's been in the freezer, we want to be food safe about it. We might want to thaw it out in the fridge first and then heat it up in our microwave.
Now, is there anything that just absolutely cannot be kept? It has to go.
I think anything that's been out over 2 hours needs to go away.
I like that.
And
Rule of thumb.
A lot of times, you know, your lettuces, your greens don't freeze very well.
It's not pretty either.
Mayonnaise products don't, egg products. So we want to stay away from those.
All right, we appreciate it. If people want more info, where can they go?
You can always contact your local extension office.
Thanks for stopping by. Always great advice coming from the UK Extension. Food safety so important. Keep it in mind on Sunday. All right, back with the final check your forecast after this.